In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 military technology. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Over the decades, a great deal of technology developed for the military has found its way into the commercial market. From duct tape, to GPS, and even a little thing called the internet, military tech has a way of influencing not just the lives soldiers but eventually society at large because duct tape fixes everything. So what's next? 10. AI submarines. We have drones in the sky, and maybe someday we'll have self-driving cars on the roads, so why shouldn't we have unmanned vehicles in the water as well? The Anti-Submarine Warfare (ASW) Continuous Trail Unmanned Vessel (ACTUV), pronounced active, was originally conceived as a project to create an unmanned underwater drone that could track enemy submarines. But the project has grown in scope since its conception. DARPA has already finished construction of a submarine called the Sea Hunter that is a continuous trail unmanned vessel for anti-submarine warfare, according to the agency. The ship is driven by artificial intelligence and requires no crew whatsoever. While other unmanned water vessels have been limited by their need to be deployed from a larger ship and remotely controlled, the 120-foot Sea Hunter is autonomous and designed to be able to launch from a pier and function on its own for up to months at a time and travel for thousands of miles. 9. Electronic drug prescriptions. What if instead of pills or injections doctors could prescribe electronics? DARPA's Electrical Prescriptions (ElectRx) program is a blanket program for a diverse range of research being conducted in using electrical stimulation of the peripheral nerves to treat conditions such as chronic pain, inflammation, and PTSD. The idea itself isn't entirely new. Pacemakers have been around for a while and neurostimulators are already providing treatment for neurological conditions like Parkinson's. However, DARPA's goals go beyond treatment and into prevention. We envision technology that can detect the onset of disease and react automatically to restore health by stimulating peripheral nerves to modulate functions in the brain, spinal cord and internal organs, program manager Doug Weber said in a press statement. Among the teams working with DARPA on the ElectRx project is a team at the University of Texas, Dallas, led by Robert Renneker and Michael Kilgard, that is examining the potential of nerve stimulation to treat PTSD. The researchers believe that nerve stimulation could be used to regulate neurochemical responses and reduce fear and anxiety in PTSD patients. 8. Instant language translation. Imagine a handheld device that can translate any language in real time, like having a translator at your disposal at all times. DARPA's Broad Operational Language Translation (BOLT) program is aiming to do just that. The technology can be deployed on an Android device. An English speaker can say a phrase and the device can repeat it back in another language, and vice versa. The system currently only works with Iraqi Arabic, but DARPA says it can easily be expanded to others in the future. 7. Matrix-like virtual reality training. Soldiers have been using video games, simulations, and even virtual reality (VR) for combat training for over a decade now. However, the U.S. Army Natick Soldier Research, Development and Engineering Center (NSRDEC) wants to take it a step further and immerse soldiers in fully virtual environments. Called the Virtual Dome, NSRDEC's project is a concave, wall-sized VR system that projects a 180-degree horizontal, high-resolution virtual field in front of a soldier. The environments can be modeled after real locations and soldiers can use handheld devices to aim a weapon as well as move and look around. It's almost like being immersed in the Matrix, but without the deadly robot overlords. The goal is to provide clinicians and researchers a safe, but more realistic way of studying how soldiers behave on the field. In a statement released by NSRDEC, Dr. Caroline Mahoney, team leader for NSRDEC's Cognitive Science and Applications team, said, "The new VR laboratory will provide the Cognitive Science and Applications team the ability to conduct research using more operationally relevant scenarios while still maintaining experimental control in our studies. This capability brings our tightly controlled laboratory work one step closer to the field, operationally relevant environment." Future versions of the Virtual Dome will include more input modalities as well as systems to provide multisensory feedback, according to the researchers. 6. Robotic arm. Approved by the FDA earlier this year, the DECA arm system can make multiple, simultaneous, powered movements. The prosthetic arm is designed to help people with certain injuries perform more complex tasks than they could normally do with current prostheses. 5. Robots that repair satellites. There are hundreds of satellites being used by the government, military, and various consumer industries hovering up in geosynchronous orbit. But someone's got to go up there and repair them from time to time. Or maybe not. DARPA's Robotics Servicing of Geosynchronous Satellites (RSGS) program is working to develop robotic servicing vehicles (RSVs) that can be shot into space to repair and maintain satellites remotely. The plan is for DARPA to supply the electronics and work with a commercial partner, SpaceX perhaps, on the deployment technology. It could enable entirely new spacecraft designs and operations, including on-orbit assembly and maintenance, which could dramatically lower construction and deployment costs while extending satellite utility, resilience and reliability, said RSGS Program Manager Gordon Roessler said in a press statement. DARPA isn't the only organization working on this concept. NASA has initiated its Restore-L, shown above, with the aim of creating a low-orbit robotic spacecraft capable of refueling and relocating satellites. Restore-L is currently set for a test mission sometime in 2019. 4. The virtual eye. Breaching a sealed or barricaded room is one of a soldier's most dangerous tasks. But a system called Virtual Eye could give them a heads-up on the enemy. An offshoot of DARPA's Power Efficiency Revolution for Embedded Computing Technologies PERFECT program to create more powerful computer processes, Virtual Eye uses small cameras to create a 3D rendering of a space before a soldier ever goes inside of it. 3. The X-plane. What happens if you marry all of the advantages of an aircraft with all of the advantages of an airplane? The answer could be DARPA's Vertical Takeoff and Landing (VTOL) experimental plane, aka the X-plane. As DARPA explains, see what we did there. The aim is to create an aircraft that combines a helicopter's VTOL ability, omnidirectional maneuverability, hovering, land ability to land on most flat surfaces, with the speed, power, and durability of a plane. The ultimate goal is to create a military aircraft that can achieve a top sustained flight speed of 300 to 400 knots, hover at 75% energy efficiency, have a cruise lift-to-drag ration of at least 10, and carry loads of at least 40% of the vehicle's project gross weight 10,000 to 12,000 pounds. 2. Z-Man, wall climbing technology. Feel free to hum the Spider-Man theme song while you think of this one. Inspired by the way geckos' feet are able to stick to surfaces for climbing, researchers at the University of Massachusetts have developed a new adhesive they've dubbed GeckSkin. GeckSkin combines soft elastomers, polyurethane or polydimethylsiloxane (PDMS) with stiff fabrics, like carbon fiber and Kevlar, to create a pad that can adhere to various surfaces, including glass, and still be easily released and leave no residue. GeckSkin is now the foundation of DARPA's Z-Man project, which is looking to create gloves and other fabrics that would allow soldiers to climb surfaces without any additional climbing gear. 1. Self-steering bullets. Packed with tiny sensors, a .50 caliber bullet under development can change course rapidly in mid-air, potentially giving even a mediocre shooter sniper-like accuracy, with the ability to hit moving targets with ease. Plus, while the cost of these advanced rounds is still unknown, they are sure to be cheaper than the rocket-propelled missiles whose role they could sometimes fill. DARPA, which is working on the X-Acto project with military contractor Teledyne Technologies and ammunition maker Orbital ATK, is keeping mum on exactly how the bullet changes its flight path. A competing effort from the Department of Energy's Sandia Labs uses a laser to indicate the target while small fins on the bullet, also .50 caliber, steer it in flight. That's it for this video. We tend to hope you learned a few tips. If you're still here, then I bet you enjoyed the video, provides it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.